Good Friday, my friend. Good weather here, huh? What about that on a Friday? The Friday that is the deciding day for many of those Christians who believe in some destiny that's beyond us. What about that, huh? Giving a shout out to the Christian world, the Muslim world. They believe Friday was decisive when they look back. I believe so. A day has to be decisive. So is this Friday. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, my subscriber, my liker. Don't hesitate. I have a new subscriber that's joined in. I notice that every day. If you are listening, just remember you warmed my soul on this Friday or the day that you did it. Let's stay consistent, guys. We are trying to create a community. I've encouraged this community to grow. It's growing very well. It's not about the numbers. It's about the enthusiasm of life in sports. Well, I think I'm recovering from 2 vaccines, if I may reveal my health and my physical well-being. 2 shots, man. COVID and flu. At my age, I can't take chances. I don't know how old you are. This time of the year, flu is just flooding. I hope you're doing well again. I go back to your well-being, your mental being, spiritual being, emotional well-being, financial well-being. I don't know how you're doing. I hope you're doing well, balancing your balance sheet. My friend, I'm just going at it. It's 3 years away until we have another Olympics. We just came from Paris. 2024 was the Olympics. Well, the Olympic Committee and the organizers seems to say there's no time, there's no break between. They've rolled out the schedule for the 2028 LA, Los Angeles Olympics. They've said here is how the schedule is going to look like. Prepare in the next 3 years. For athletes, it looks like tomorrow is Olympics because time flies when you are preparing and training for that. So with that, some of us who know history, we don't hesitate to speculate. And our speculation can be gloom or doom, depending on how you look at it. In 1936, somebody who was teetering towards what became evil launched his evil empire. And we know what happened after 1936, my friend. Talking of Hitler, man, Olympics and sports. We live in a country that is teetering towards something I don't know. I don't want to be the one telling you. But when it comes to Olympics, a global event, some people in power take advantage of situations like that. And I hope this is not one of those. But I'm always weary when it comes to any leader that seems to use sports to promulgate, pontificate, spread their hidden agenda. I'm weary. So 2028 is going to be a very interesting Olympics for me. And I'm not telling you anything that you might not be aware. If you remember Sochi, Russia, you remember World Cup, Russia, Vladimir Putin solidified his leadership and is not going anywhere. That's how people use sports Olympics. I'll give you an example from Kenya, 1987 All African Games. The despot of that time, after the All Africa Games, became a tyrant. I'm always weary. It's just me. I could be reading a script from some doomsday scenario. But that's not the story of today. Just giving you something to be aware of. Olympics, World Cup, sports, and despots. People who have that tendency, that inclination. Am I done here? No, I'm not. On Friday, enemies came together to kill a man. Pilate became a friend of Herod. Can I give you historical background? They became friends just to destroy somebody who had no fault. There you got it. I'm very historical. But that's not the story. The story for me today on a Friday is about the schedule that was rolled out by the Olympic Committee. They decided to give us an early preview of what will happen. When you do that, you're asking us to ask questions, and mostly controversial questions. Here comes Bob Kersee, Who is Bob Kersee? He's the coach of SML, Sydney McLaughlin Lavron, and he's not happy about the schedule for 2028 track and field Olympics. Why? It's not pandering. It's not tailor-made for what he thinks will be the best Olympics for the come-out woman, the queen, the Barbie of track and field, SML, Sydney McLaughlin Lavron. Bob Kersee spoke the other day when he saw the schedule, and he wasn't mincing words. I don't think he's reading a script, and I think he has a right to read a script. But the question for me is not about the script. The question is, do we have really to say SML is the best right now in track and field? If you watch my episode about 3 episodes ago, I was ranting. I was going almost head on, challenging that she was a finalist of being selected or nominated as the best athlete of 2025. I don't think she belongs in that category. She's been selective. It's been about her and Bob Kersee and the team. It hasn't been about global sport on track and field. You can check what I said, but that's not the story. The story is what Bob Kersee said. He's not happy. He's like, hey, you need to make sure that the schedule of track and field accommodates what might be a blockbuster Olympics for SML. I'm talking of Sydney. This is what he said. I don't know why I'm laughing, because this reminds me of 1996 Olympics. Michael Johnson. I'm talking of Michael Johnson, the GST president, the guy who had a debacle, a disaster with this league and the series. Michael Johnson almost asked the country of America, mightily hosting it, the empire, asked the Olympic Committee to accommodate Michael Johnson in 1996 so that he could be able to race in the 200 and the 100 meters. And they complied. They obliged. They bowed down to the mighty America. You see where I'm going with this? Let me tell you what Bob Kersee said. Let me read to you. She could do, he says, the 400 and the 400 meters and the 400 hurdles. She's proven she's capable. Yeah, she's capable of doing it. So why not give her the opportunity? We are a sport fighting for attention, he continues. So why do you make this decision? This shows the weakness of our sport. We have got the stars, but we don't get any help from the top. My take on Bob Kersee is that he's been a grumpy old coach. Don't get me started here. If you look at his resume now, the people he works with, he's trying to say they are bigger than the sport. That's just my opinion. He thought more a thing was bigger than the sport. And you know what happened? She's become a shadow of the past. SML was very picky and choosy and cherry picking because she thinks she's above the sport. She's known for 400 hurdles. Yes, she's good in the 400 flat. She came close to breaking the world record this year. But that's not what the sport is all about. It's not about SML. It's not about pandering. It's not about feeling we owe you something. Track and field was here before Bob Kersee. I don't know why people believe they have to be special and accommodated. They are entitled. That we have to bend all the rules and the schedule to accommodate the potential 400 meters and 400 hurdles double for SML. But we're in America, right? And it's going to be in LA. Do you think they're going to accommodate SML? You know they're going to rally and try to bend the rules, accommodate, pander. And that's why, for me, what rubs me the wrong way with Sydney, if you've heard my comments, is that I think her and our people believe they are the sport. They believe track and field will die without SML performing in the Olympics. They believe that they need to be accommodated. The schedule should be about her and her performing and winning in both the 400 and the 400 hurdles. This is the arrogance that drives me crazy. It's sheer arrogance. She has talent, don't get me wrong. But the talent she has is not bigger than the sport. Noah Lyles is a great athlete. He's done all he can do. He's a spokesperson. He speaks well. But I think he knows too that the sport is going to outlive him. You can be injured and you are done. Okay? Bob Kersee might not be there. I'm not saying he won't be there. I'm just saying he might not be there. SML might get an injury. And yet, we've changed the schedule to accommodate one athlete from America. Really? Michael Johnson got away in 96. Let me tell you something. Might doesn't make it right. That's what I'm saying. Democracy is not just for a few people. And that's why it worries me when I hear voices that are arrogant, that are very dictatorial. It's about them. It's about Bob Kersee and Sydney McLaughlin. We have to see them. Really? You think I'm looking forward to 2028 just to see Sydney McLaughlin double on the 400 and the 400 hurdles? I think they are mistaken. That's a very narrow view. It's a very egocentric, America-centric. To me, it rubs the rest of the world the wrong way. The world is bigger than just SML. Femco Bo, she avoided her all year, 2025. She got away with it because she's a special girl. She's run the world record in the 400 hurdles. She came close to 400. So what? Many people have come close. People break world records every day. SML, Bob Kersee. It's not about you. Live in a democratic world where everybody can have it. Okay? It's not about her. And for him to rant about this for me tells me that this 2028 Olympics is going to be, as usual, come out party of the mighty American, which is okay. They have the numbers, they have the energy, they have the muscle, they have the capacity, they have the depth. But for us to say everything will stop when Sydney McLaughlin-Lavron steps on the track. Yes, Michael Johnson. It was a mighty day in Atlanta, Georgia in 96. Golden spikes, lights were turned off, and all you could see are those golden spikes. It was great. But my friend, we live in a global village. We don't live in a niche of SML and Bob Kersee. That was my take. What do you think, my friend? Is Olympics about Sydney McLaughlin or is it about the global athletic world? Tell me what you think. I think this is the thing I don't like about the mighty. They think everybody is from a shithole country. And you know the leadership of this country doesn't even believe that other people should be in the Olympics 2028. They believe they should be the only one dominating, with SML doubling up. It rubs me the wrong way. Give me your take. Give me the comments, my friend. Talk to you later. Have a great Friday. It is done. Here and now. Tukoriada, my friend.